Today I'm talking about why xQc and the React meta in general on Twitch is wrong. Many people have come to its defense, a lot of people have criticized it, but let's just break down the most logical interpretation. It's not only objectively wrong from a logical perspective for various reasons that I'll point out, but it may even be just a simple legal definition that a direct violation of copyright claims. You can just say, if a particular show or movie or whatever it is that you're reacting to hasn't given you the permission to do so, and you react to the entire thing, it's not a fair use argument where you can take a section or do highlights. Everyone's in favor of that. I've done that. Watched countless people, where xQc would react to a riddle or something like a 3-minute riddle. Nobody's ever questioned or taken issue with something like that. I guess sometimes with music they might do that, but for the most part those are always protected and nobody takes issue. But when you're talking about a 40-50 minute full episode of something that you would otherwise have to pay to watch, now we're getting into the region of, it's like torrenting the episode so you can just watch it for free. Now you don't even have to do that. You could just watch it along with xQc and even download his stream, which there's no limitation on downloading streams unless the stream itself gets removed in this way. Now you not only downloaded his stream, but also the episode for free along with it. Otherwise you'd have to buy the episode or pay for subscription service or something along those lines, depending what show it is. So let's get out of the specifics of it. We don't really care about xQc or this exact show that he's watching. It's more the general concept. So like, for example, let's say I wanted to do let's do a movie reaction, and we said, okay, I'll watch the entire Godfather trilogy and do like an analysis. But of course that would be prevented from happening, or no matter who it was. It could be a big streamer, small streamer. That's not the point. The bigger point is they would certainly be justified in saying, no, we're not going to let you display an entire movie. Maybe you can take a few select clips, this or that. So the correct way to do it would be xQc or his agent or somebody who works for him could contact a particular show and say, hey, can I watch this? They could say yes or no. They're well within their rights to do that. They could say you can watch this particular episode, maybe this one, but not these other ones, maybe the older ones. But they would have to come to some sort of agreement or understanding first. You can't just do it and then think because you're a big streamer, the biggest streamer, and your community is going to defend. That's the part I really hate, is how defensive people get. He can just do whatever he wants. On this particular issue, you could say, shilling for the company, shilling for the corporations. But if you think about it from your perspective, what if you made a show, you made a movie, and now people can just watch it for free on someone's Twitch channel? And so why not you could now stream yourself reacting to xQc, reacting to the particular show or a movie or whatever it would be, right, in the future, an anime. So now you'll get 100 viewers watching you react to him, react to that. He's getting thousands, 100,000 viewers, let's say, reacting to that. It doesn't matter about the numbers, but you're publicly broadcasting something that otherwise is owned intellectual property. It's not even a subjective argument about any of the elements. It's not about the particular streamer. It's not about the particular show. It's about the fact that you are publicly broadcasting something. And furthermore, just looking at the React meta in general, it's not even a subjective claim of, it's just not good content. You can always make the argument about anything, so that's not the point. It's more so about even the difference between showing like a full game on stream. People would make this argument. Showing a full game on stream has absolutely no value to the viewer as far as purchasing the game, because you could say playing the game is why you buy it, watching the game is just a bonus and you're watching for their personality or maybe something, a special playthrough, a speedrun, a highlight, whatever it might be. It's completely different with a show. You watch the show on stream, that's it, that's the show. There's nothing more you could add to it except for maybe watching it without that person talking over it in parts and bits, but that's very minor. There's a big difference between watching a movie, anime, or show live on stream like that versus just watching someone play a game. So that's a moot analogy to try to defend, you can stream entire games versus streaming, why would anyone buy the game versus why would they buy the movie or the show or the anime. Only possible overlap is maybe for story games where there's minimal input and it's mostly about just being an observer to the story. You could maybe argue that, but then maybe that's a criticism of the old Dear Esther argument like the Total Biscuit made, where then maybe that doesn't constitute being a game. But without getting into that, the point is the majority of games don't fall under this criteria. And remember, that's what Twitch originally, despite all the directions it's gone in, was originally a gaming platform. So again, if you want it to be something else, that's fine, but this is a new precedent in general. We've never really seen an example where current, recent, intellectually owned property has been broadcast publicly in a way that is completely not accountable. And the thing I dislike most is when you have these conversations, especially these bigger streamers communities, they get so defensive. I think you can acknowledge the issue. It's just a consistency issue. If you get the permission from them, if they're okay with it, maybe some companies will be, some won't, then there's no conversation. But you should do that first instead of just doing the reaction and then getting upset or surprised and having it be defensive to the point where some people didn't even know about it, involved with the show, or they didn't even know what Twitch was supposedly, which is surprising. That should not be the way this is done. The model example is you reach out, you say, can I watch this on stream? If not, go to something else. If yes, then maybe they can outline which episodes, maybe older episodes, maybe only certain ones. Maybe you have to put like a banner promoting the show as a trade-off, whatever it might be. The exposure isn't worth it if you're exposing the entire product though. That's where it kind of falls apart.